making the pizzas. We're going to go on and I'm going to make you another drink also while we are making a fire and ice salad. So we're going to kind of do two things at once. It's the name of the game today. All right, so you guys can smell those beautiful pizzas, but you cannot touch them. Huh? Really? In England. Very nice. Is it like maybe just growth corn? Corn on corn. Huh. Very cool. Taught me something new today. Love it. All right. So, is anybody here a melon fanatic?
Watermelon.
No?
Watermelon.
Yeah? So I have several different types of melon for this salad. It's called a fire and ice salad because there is some heat to it. We have some jalapenos and some chorizo and some ham, which makes it pretty heated. And the ice part comes from the cold melon, and also the sweetness. So it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good match for the summertime. You know, you're craving something cool, but you still like some flavor. So this will give it to you for sure. Some banana peppers. They come in sweet or hot, so make sure if you are sensitive to the heat, make sure you pick up the sweet ones. And then our pancetta and mint and chorizo, feta. Getting you with feta. Salt. Good Lord, that's a lot. Oh, it doesn't seem like it ever has this much stuff in it. I'm gonna rearrange it probably 15 times here real quickly. But the first thing that you do want to do is mix up all of your liquid ingredients. So it will go away very quickly. Let's see here. We have a little bit of wine. Good. A little bit of vinegar. Again, local honey, clover honey, awesome. I was fortunate enough one time to go to New Zealand, and while I was down there, they had a honey farm. And rose honey, lavender honey, geranium honey, and they tasted, and this, I mean, is a no-duh moment of my culinary history, they tasted just like the flower that the bees came from, but it was great. So, you know, don't be afraid to try different honeys besides our clover honey or wildflower honey. Apple cider. The reason why I use apple cider vinegar in most of my recipes is the phenomenon of celiac disease is growing larger and larger, and so you never know who is going to be at your house, and apple cider vinegar is safe for them to have. So just a little tidbit for you. Celiac disease is their intolerance to gluten, and for some reason those people cannot have vinegars and aged things of that nature. So, but apple cider vinegar they seem to be okay with. So, just a little tidbit for you. You can always switch it out.
How much do you have the wine for?
You can. There's some wine in here as well.
How much do you know? The recipe doesn't.
Ah, that's why everybody's confused. Is that? Use both. We're fine. Use both. All right. Use a third of a cup. Use a fork. Until you can smell it.
How much wine there was.
Yeah. Until you can smell it. How about that? Maybe just right under the wine. You want to be able to smell the wine. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And then we're going to go with kind of our hot spices. So we have a little bit of paprika and cayenne, I believe. I'm going to have somebody check me for these recipes from here on out. Make sure I got it all down pat. Chili powder! See? See, this is why smell them beforehand, but I don't know if that's appropriate. Maybe it is from here on out. Alright, so you're just going to meld this together. And then usually the next thing that I add to this marinade is going to be anything with a skin. So that would be your peppers, because it needs a head start on breaking down. So we have some of your, we have a red pepper, we have a green pepper, and then we do have some banana peppers also. And they are the sweet variety, just in case you were wondering. Alright, I'm going to set this aside and let it kind of start breaking down. Put all of this fun stuff on the time. I'm making you stare at pizzas. You're fine. Did you? Good for you. I love it. Alright, this is a jade watermelon. This is a diamond, I believe. We have regular cantaloupe, and then this is a, I hope I get this right. It is a sweet baby watermelon. And I think it's because it's like the size of two babies. But a little side note for you, if you've ever seen watermelon pickles, this is what they make the pickles out of. They use this rind. So if you're looking to make some watermelon pickles, get a sweet baby. Okay, so we're going to get started on this. I kind of peel everything the same way. If you haven't quite noticed, this looks awesome, by the way. Absolutely phenomenal. And it smells great, too. You guys need to come closer. It smells awesome. I'm not afraid of seeds, so I hope that you guys aren't either. Just be careful of what you're eating. And you can also use different types of melon, so honeydew, Crenshaw. There's a Santa Claus melon that's kind of a yellowy type of flesh, and the texture of it is in between a watermelon and a cantaloupe, which makes it pretty darn cool. Just so we know that we're not going to make these too terribly small, I'm going to keep them about an inch by an inch on the dice. And that'd be perfect, I guess. I'm just going to throw them right on in there. And this doesn't take very much time to marinate. It just needs a good coating. And that's about it. We have that type of melon. Does anybody want to be bold and do this one? Yeah? Come on in. All right. Yeah. Okay, what's your name? Oh, you have a lovely name tag. Stephanie. Fantastic. Great. There you go. Do you want this one or do you want this one? Okay, do that one. Yep, you can cut it. Whatever you do, don't use a cleaver on a watermelon. You will find yourself on like America's Funniest Home Videos if you do that.